Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Sorry I was a minute late. I hate being late. That is so rude to have your um, viewers waiting on you. Let's see who's in the chat. Sapphire, Dorothy, Warrior Grandma. Good to see y'all. Puff and Magic. I like that name. Welcome. Welcome to the coffee family. Hey, Cement Shoes. Good morning. Tell Melissa good morning. Oh my goodness, guys. Hey, faithful one. Good morning. Hey, so we got some exciting news. Well, it's exciting for me. And here comes my dog through the door. So, they may have found the Delphi murderer. Now, they're not saying that he is a suspect, but he only lives about, 10, 15 miles from where the murders happened. So, we're going to be talking about that this morning. Also, we're going to be talking about Amber Geiger. She wants her conviction tossed out for murdering Bottenham Jean in September 2018. Also, we're going to be talking about the torso killer. He was just in court. Now, I don't know a lot about this guy. Actually, I didn't read the article. I just kind of skimmed it just a little bit. I was saving it to read with y'all. Also, the Amber Geiger article, I really didn't read it. All I know is she wants her conviction tossed out. So I'm going to be reading that with y'all. But first, we're going to talk about this weirdo who was busted by the police with a 9-year-old girl locked in his basement. One of his neighbor's kids. She had bruises all over her. Dog bite marks all over her body. And they're thinking he could be connected to the Delphi murders. Damn, I'm getting excited and can't talk. So let's pull this crap up. Now, I've been going through his Facebook. I got 2 other people helping me go through it. Hey, and they're like a tracking dog that's picked up a scent. I released the damn hounds on him this morning. The one person I have help that I have helping me. I mean, she could be a private investigator. Never lose hope. Shout out to her. But you don't want her on your tail investigating you, because she will dig up the dirt. Anyway, this is so exciting. He was going to kill that little girl. Yes, he was going to kill her. There's no way he could have released her, Sapphire. She would have identified him. And you know how he got that kid in his house? He told her he'd let her pet his dogs. He's got pit bulls. Now, pit bull breed, they get a bad rap. There's been several that's killed little children, attacked their owners. I blame the people that raised those dogs for that. Because I've met some really, really sweet pit bulls. Never Lose Hope has one. His name is Leonard Skinnerd. I call him the Skin Man. He's sweet as he can be. Just don't like squirrels and stuff. They need to swoop down on him like the birds in Hitchcock. Yeah, they need to bring him to my place, and we'll stake him to the damn ground and put him in with Sonny Rooster. Put some mealworms on him. Let me share this with y'all, guys. Let's read the article. And, well, first, wait. No, let's not read the article first. I want to show y'all something. And I'm going to get Mark to help me this evening. I've got a printout of that composite sketch from the Delphi suspect. And he's going to help me this evening draw some sideburns onto it. And like a little mustache. I want to show y'all something. Hold on, let me open the original. I fixed a side-by-side last night. I believe it's the guy. I swear I believe it's him. Something is telling me that it's him. If it's not him, I'm going to be so freaking mad. disappointed. Okay, let's look at this, guys. Now, let's look good. Let's look. I wish that thumbnail maker wasn't at the bottom, but oh well. Let's look. Look how his chin's made. His face at the bottom. Going around his jawline. Look at that crap. Okay? Let's look at that nose. Look at that nose. Okay? Let's look at his eyes right there. Let's look at this sketch over here. The eyebrows. The forehead. The freaking hair. It's him. I swear I believe it's him. Let's picture this, guys. Let's picture it. Imagine. Sideburns here. Sideburns on each side. A little goatee right there. Look at the shape of the lips, guys. Look at those lips. It's him. It's him. If not, I'll come on here and apologize. I believe it's him. Gut feeling, it's him. I can't say for sure, but I believe it is, in my opinion. I think it's him. Now, I'm sure they've got some DNA from that scene, the murder scene. Now, this guy's been in and out of trouble. I've got an article we're going to read about him. I just glanced at it because I've been going through this weirdo's Facebook, and we're going to look at his Facebook. Y'all know on April the 19th, when he abducted this child, that I shared the wrong screen. When he abducted the child, he made a post on Facebook offering to help the community. He wasn't wanting to help the community. He was looking for possible victims. Looking for kids in the community. That's what this weirdo is doing. Okay. James Brian Chadwell. I can't talk. 5 fast facts you need to know. I need to slow down. My ADHD is getting me. Oh, yeah, I had another picture I wanted to show y'all. Look at this tattoo. I'll show y'all the picture I have in a minute. This tattoo on his arm right here. Sapphire pointed out to me this morning. It looks like one of those little girls from the Delphi murders. Okay. James Brian Chadwell is a 42-year-old Lafayette, Indiana man who is accused of attempted murder after police found an injured, missing 10-year-old girl in his basement. Well, I read she was 9. Authorities in nearby Delphi, only 15 miles away, are investigating him as a possible suspect in the notorious unsolved murders of Delphi teens Abigail Williams and Liberty German. The information has obviously been shared with us, and our investigators are looking into him, Carroll County Sheriff Toby Leisenby said to the Lafayette Journal and Courier. Abby and Libby were murdered after going for a hike near an old bridge in February 2017. They were discovered near the Mononon, something like that, High Bridge Trail, which is part of the Delphi Historic Trails. Authorities have released 2 crime sketches of a possible suspect, one which he looks far younger than the other. They also released a Snapchat video and audio from Libby's phone of a man walking on the bridge towards the girls before they were killed. Libby had captured audio of his voice saying down the hill. How exactly they died has not been released by authorities. Throughout the years, other people have been investigated as suspects, with nothing coming of it. His full name is James Brian Chadwell II. He is a felon with an extensive criminal history. Here's what you need to know. Okay. The affidavit accuses Chadwell of choking and sexually assaulting a girl he kept in his basement. Look at that weirdo. He thinks he's hot shit without his shirt on. The probable cause affidavit says that a missing child was subsequently located in the residence of James Chadwell on Park Avenue in Lafayette, Indiana. On April 19, 2021, officers were dispatched regarding a missing child report near Park Avenue in Lafayette, Indiana. Officers took a report that a female child, approximately 10 years old, had left her residence at about 6:30 p.m. and could not be found. While officers were searching the neighborhood, they made contact with James Chadwell, who told officers the girl had been at his residence earlier but had left. After being unable to locate the child, officers returned to Chadwell's residence and asked him for permission to check his residence. He allowed them in, and officers checked the basement, which was secured with a chain lock. In the basement, an officer found a young girl who was visibly distraught and crying with her clothing on the floor beside her. She was identified as the girl and said Chadwell tried to kill her. She was injured and taken to the hospital for treatment. Let's see what the court records. The girl described going into Chadwell's residence and petting his dogs. While inside the home, Chadwell attacked her, she said. The girl said Chadwell hit her in the head multiple times because she was fighting back. Victim 1 said Chadwell was also choking her with his hands on her neck and also using his arm in a headlock to the point where she passed out. Victim 1 said most of her clothes were off when she regained consciousness, and Chadwell took her into the basement. He attempted to have sexual intercourse with her and then made her perform oral sex on him. You sick mother effer, the affidavit alleges. At one point, Chadwell got dressed to go answer the door, and then police found her, it says. Across her neck were lateral strangulation marks. She had broken blood vessels with black eyes, bruising to her head, arms, legs, and bite marks, dog bite marks, according to the court document. Court records show that Chadwell faces the following charges: attempted murder, attempted intentional killing of another, child molestation where something deaf is at least 21 years of, child molesting where deaf is at least 21 years of age, kidnapping where the victim is less than 14 years of age. I guess that deaf means defendant. Criminal confinement resulting in bodily injury, battery resulting in serious bodily injury and strangulation. Some have noted that Chadwell has tattoos of crying girls' faces on his arms. Look at that weirdo. Astute observers noted that Chadwell has tattoos of two girls' faces on his arms in which they appear to be crying blood. Some people on social media believe one of the faces looks like German. However, authorities have not publicly connected Chadwell to the murders of Libby and Abby, other than to say they are looking into him. We'll look at those tattoos. I got a picture of it. Okay, one Facebook post, Chadwell wrote, "I'm in love with a little redhead. You make my soul smile. I'll chase you till I can't walk. Then I'll chase you in my wheelchair." Here's another Facebook post. He also shared numerous posts and photos showing he had an affinity for the woods and outdoors, as well as a picture of a railroad bridge. In one post in June 2020, sleeping under a bridge for a while till work starts. Only 10 days. Cool, dry, no neighbors, and the bridge is only 6 minutes from work. Be thankful for the little things. Interesting. Is that the same bridge the Abby and Libby were walking on the day they were killed? Here are two crime scene sketches of the suspect in the Abby and Libby homicides. Well, don't show it. Over the years, others have been considered suspects in the girl's death. You can listen to the chilling audio in the Delphi murder case here. Okay, named as a possible suspect in the past was an Indiana man, Paul Eder, 55, who was killed in a standoff with police after being accused of abducting and sexually assaulting a 26-year-old woman who pulled into his driveway with a flat tire. However, nothing ever came of it. No one has ever been arrested or charged or publicly accused in the murders. Okay, number 3, Chadwell, a welder, filled his Facebook page with angry rants about life, saying that he wrecked everything and cries a lot. Yeah, I noticed that on his Facebook page. He's always talking about internal pain, and crying and stuff. In one of his voluminous post on Facebook, Chadwell wrote, "Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Everything was going so well, but I had to wreck it because I don't understand easy. I wrecked it now. I'm here again at the beginning. I cry a lot because I know there are people dealing with worse. I'll survive, but a lot won't. We need to come together and help everyone, especially the ones that are struggling. It is up to us to make a difference. It is not about skin color or religion. It's about loving one another. We are all in this together. Let's make this monumental. I support this movement. Back me and smile. Okay, so I actually did see this post on his Facebook, and I will show it to you guys because I do have his Facebook pulled up. And this post was made April 19th, the same day he abducted the little girl, his next door neighbor. April 19th. And he was basically saying he was wanting to come together and help the community. I took it as he was looking for victims. Okay, he wrote that he was a welder fabricator at Wabash National who lived in Lafayette, Indiana, but was from Lafayette, Tennessee. I've never heard of that. He described himself as single. He showed an obsession with pit bulls. Stormed Area 51 last night. The aliens are real, he wrote in one post. Tuesday night. Bonfire. F Society. I do what I want, he wrote in another post. Here's another post. Stuck in Gary, Indiana for a week of work. Dirtiest city ever. Sometimes beauty can be found in the most unexpected of places, though. Another post. I love all of life's creatures. Big, small, hairy, or just plain creepy. If they don't threaten my life, I won't threaten theirs. That's good parenting skills. Here's another one. Oh my God, took me forever to see the faces in this. See if you can find the angel and the demon. Wow. Well, we can't see the pictures. Okay, here's another post he made. I had this schoolboy crush on this girl since the car wash and train trestles. Talks about train trestles, don't he? I'm not what she deserves, but I'm trying to be something. Even if she never talks to me again, at least I'll know I was part. Baby, please don't make me keep searching for you when I know exactly where you are. You will always be my dream girl. Can we just skip all the formalities? Another post. I can't read all these. I just want a woman that's willing to put in the same effort I do. I know that's probably too much to ask in this day and age, but a boy can still dream. If I can't have true love, I have Pornhub. You weirdo. Nobody wants your ass. I can tell you right now, you're a woman beater. Anybody that would do that to a child's a piece of shit. Okay, let's get out of some of his Facebook pages. Okay, so Chadwell has a lengthy, assaultive criminal history in Indiana and South Dakota. The probable cause affidavit says that Chadwell has an extensive criminal history. He was convicted of criminal recklessness with a deadly weapon, a felony in Miami County. He was convicted in 2000 in Pennington County, South Dakota, of assault aggravated, a felony, and was convicted of stolen property. He was convicted in U.S. District Court, South Dakota, being a felon in possession of a firearm, a felony in 2001. He was convicted in, oh gosh, let me see if I can say this, Minnehaha County, South Dakota, of assault aggravated, a felony in 2003. He was convicted in Cass County, Indiana, for receiving stolen property, a felony, on June 9, 2016. He was convicted of an OWI with a prior, a felony, and resisting law enforcement, a misdemeanor, in February 2020 in Miami County. In October 2020, he was convicted of criminal trespass and criminal mischief and was still on probation. He was convicted of criminal trespass and was wanted on warrants. Court records show that when he was convicted of criminal trespassing in 2020, a charge of public intoxication was dismissed. He received a 90-day jail sentence. Court records also show he lived in Peru, Indiana. His father filed a notice of claim to evict him from the address in 2020. Well, that says a lot when your own father's booting you. In 2020, when he was convicted of resisting law enforcement, he received a 124-day jail term. A theft charge was dismissed. His probation was revoked. In 2020, he was also convicted of drunk driving with a prior conviction and resisting law enforcement. A charge of operating a vehicle while intoxicated, endangering a person, was dismissed. He received 365 days in jail. That was a felony case. He had an ongoing court case in 2017 for receiving stolen property and a probation violation, but no hearings in February 2017. However, there were hearings in that case in the months after the time frame. At that time, his address was given as Kokomo, Indiana. That's about 34 miles from Delphi. He was sentenced in June 2016. In August 2016, he allegedly violated probation. In November 2016, he was taken to jail and held without bond, but a few days later, the state and probation officer agreed to an or release of the defendant from the CCJ. A hearing was scheduled for April 2017 in that case. The Delphi murders occurred in February 2017. He was found guilty of battery resulting in bodily injury in 2000 and criminal recklessness resulting in serious injury. Charges of illegal consumption of alcohol and battery resulting in serious bodily injury were dismissed. He was accused of violating probation. Ooh, the weirdo has a TikTok. On TikTok, Chadwell talked about people preying on the little people. Isn't that funny? Him talking about people preying on the vulnerable, and he's the very one that does such things. Freak. In a chilling TikTok video recorded on April 18th, Chadwell said, "So to all you little kids out there, my nose doesn't look like this because I cut myself shaving. If you want some, come get some. Quit preying on the little people. Little people, there's more than enough to go around. Come find me or I will find you." He had an injury to his nose in this video. Really, buddy? Really? You got a lot of room to be talking. You've probably been molesting and raping kids for probably 20 years or more. I guarantee it. This is not the first time. Okay, on April 18th, Chadwell recorded a TikTok video in which he said, "All you chicks on TikTok trying to sling your booty or sling your taco, whatever you're trying to do, you need to wrap that crap up. It ain't working. We got Pornhub for that crap. We don't need your little extras, so take that crap somewhere else. We're looking for a real woman over age 30 and confident, and you know who you are. Let me tell you something, bud. A real woman wouldn't have your freak weirdo ass, you freaking pedophile piece of shit." Oh my God, that gets me so mad. The nerve of him. He's projecting. Is that what they call that, guys? Projecting? That's exactly what that weirdo's doing. I'm going to look at the chat, guys. Just let me get a picture pulled up of this tattoo. We'll look at this freak's Facebook. I like for them to put me in a room with him, with him handcuffed behind his back. I'd show him what a real freaking woman can do. I couldn't take him on toe to toe. He's a lot bigger than me. Looks strong too. But hey, if he was tied up, I'd take that son of a bitch on. Any day. Yeah, he keeps getting charges dropped and lowered. He should already be on the weirdo island. Yeah, exactly, Sapphire. This piece of shit. You ain't worth the air in a freaking jug. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. Just think about what that little 9, 10-year-old girl, it's been reported she was 9, then it's reported she's 10. It don't matter, she's a child. Imagine what she's going to have to live with the rest of her life. I've dealt with a weirdo like him before. Growing up, it sticks with you, and it affects your adult life. It really does. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong picture. I got the wrong picture pulled up. Crap. I got too many pictures in here. Hold on. Right here it is. Sorry. This has got me all wired up this morning. I'm excited. I feel like this is him. We need to find out, though, because he's been in trouble a lot. Was he in jail the day they were murdered or not? I couldn't figure out by that article. Okay, let's look at this. Let me see if I can enlarge it. That's as far as it'll let me enlarge it. Okay, so y'all remember I read that he had two tattoos of two girls on his arm crying blood. Okay, look at this. And look at Libby German. I mean, the tattoo looks just like her. I wonder how long. I want to know how long he has had that tattoo, though. Okay, now let me look at my chat here. Catch up. Oh my God, what the F? Red Rum, did you see that stuff I sent you? I was sending it. I believe I sent you that crap last night. I was so excited, but you must have been in the bed. I'm worried they don't have enough DNA. Let me tell you something. He left something behind. You always leave something behind at a crime scene. And sometimes they don't have much left behind at a crime scene, but this guy is a dumbass. So if he is responsible, he's left something behind. They need to search his house. I mean, they need to take the freaking paneling down, whatever. Look behind the freaking walls everywhere. Can you believe it? The cops come to his house, and he had that girl in the basement. And when the cops started going down the stairs, they heard that little girl crying. I've got another article that gives a little bit more details about, what they found. Anyways, when they opened up the door and found her there, covered in bruises, head to toe, he had let his pit bulls bite that child. He was not going to turn her loose. He was going to kill her. She told police he strangled her until she passed out. She woke up. Her clothes was off of her. She was in that freaking room. So he had just sexually assaulted her when the cops came back to his house for the second time. I wonder what was going through that weirdo's mind when those cops come in his house searching, and he knew what was in the basement and, what he had just done. I bet his heart was beating out of his chest. See, if I was a cop, they would have to cuff and stuff me, because if I come upon something like that, I'd beat the brakes off that son of a bitch. Hey, Desiree Wiggins. Good morning. Welcome. They have fingerprints. Okay, so if they got fingerprints, and he's been in trouble all the time, they got his fingerprints on file. They would have been able to match those, right? Well, you know what, guys? Regardless, I'm hoping that this is the right guy and they can, get some justice for Libby and Abby. But regardless, if he's responsible for Libby and Abby's murders, he's still a freaking monster and should not be living out in society. Now, let's get to his Facebook. I hear my cow baby outside. I bet Mark's taking her for a play date. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Get to my stream. I got so excited about this, y'all. I don't know if I'm coming or going. Okay, let's go to his Facebook. Like I said, I got somebody on his trail. I released the hounds on this weirdo this morning. My hounds. Okay. La Fayette. How you say that? La Fayette, Tennessee? I've never heard of that. Hell, I'm right beside Tennessee. I've never heard of that. Okay, single, followed by 240 people. Hey, I followed him. I want to see what this weirdo's doing. Okay, so here's this post from April 19th. This is the same day he abducted the little girl in the neighborhood. She wasn't reported missing until 6:30. This was posted April 19th, 3:21 p.m. Sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. Everything was going so well, but I had to wreck it because I don't understand easy. I wrecked it now. I'm here again at the beginning. I cry a lot because I know there are people dealing with worse. I survived, but A lot won't. We need to come together and help everyone, especially the ones that are struggling. It's up to us to make a difference. It's not about skin color or religion, it's about loving one another. We are all in this together. Let's make this monumental. I support this movement. Backman smile. Really? I'm like this lady in the comment section. Seems awfully caring for a guy who kidnaps and sexually assaults children. I liked her comment. Oh, let's see what this person's got. Let's see. Update. According to court documents, James Chadwell told officers the 9-year-old girl. Okay, that's just something we've already read. Wish I hadn't clicked on that. Okay, let's see. Somebody says, let's turn on the wood chipper. Amen to that. Just going to put this out here. What's he putting out there? Let's see. Well, he kind of looks like that sketch too, but I think he looks like the younger sketch more. The jawline, the eyes, the lips. He looks just like that composite. Okay, let's see. Perhaps he got the hat from whoever is in this picture with him. Okay, let's look at this picture. Oh, yeah, it's one of those. What do you call those hats? Is that a golfing hat or something? Look, I guarantee this guy, I mean, for him to kidnap. Okay, let's think about this for a minute, guys. For him to kidnap a neighbor's child in the neighborhood, that's pretty reckless. That's pretty dumb. Is it the first time that he's ever done something like this? I don't know. Maybe he was just feeling desperate and couldn't control the urge. I really don't think it's the first time he's ever sexually assaulted a child. This just, I mean, he's like, what, 30-some years old? No, he's done it before. Okay, so let's go back to his main Facebook. Okay. Oh, gosh, Skylar's crying every breath outside. It's getting on my nerves. Let's see. I think my dogs are broken. Hold on one second, guys. Let me go see what this titty baby's doing. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, guys. Mark was out there messing with his Jeep, and Skylar thought she was going somewhere. He said he might take her. So there's a picture of his pets. These is 2 dogs. I guess he was letting make bite that little girl. You couldn't make my dog bite somebody, any one of my dogs. Okay. Here he's talking about Chihuahua should not be a breed. Everyone freaks out about pit bulls, but I've never been bitten by a pit bull. No, you just let your pit bulls bite your little victims, your child victims. You freaking weirdo, sick son of a bitch. They need to take you out back and put one in your freaking head. Be done with it. I usually don't say stuff like this, but this kills me. Okay, how is Facebook still alive when we have TikTok asking for a friend? You don't got no friends, you piece of shit. Okay. 4 ring, sizes 5 from Julia or something other. Over 500 invested, never worn, will sell for $300. Who'd you steal them from? Sometimes our judgment of people is just a way off. Good luck, chick. You're blocked. Guess I'm officially owed or bored. 90% of my messages are from Amazon. Your package has been shipped. Your package was delivered. How do you have any money? Freaking weirdo. Okay. So Angel may be pregnant again. Oh, he's talking about his dog. Let's see. Okay. There's another picture of him. He just posts a lot about being sad and you know, like right here, everyone has sadness trigger. Tap on your tear to find out. He is a big crybaby. It's going to take a while for me to go through this Facebook because I'm not good at searching. That's why I have Never Lose Hope helping me. Sapphire. Anybody else wants to help, you can. Because this weirdo posts every freaking day. And I don't know how to search and go back to post. But he posts every day, so there's like tons and tons of posts. I spent an hour trying to get back to 2017 this morning and couldn't. And so I messaged Never Lose Hope, and I was like, hey, I need your investigative skills. Let's go up here and look at something. Let me go back. Let's go back. Let's look at his info. Okay. 2021, Logansport, Indiana. Moon Fabrications. That's where he supposedly works from December 11th, 2016 to present. Kokomo, Indiana. Okay. Lafayette, current city. Hometown, Lafayette, Tennessee. Okay. Birth date, March 13th. Interested in women. Languages, Pig Latin. What in the hell is Pig Latin, y'all? Okay. Nickname, Outlaw. Nickname, Pitbull. How much you want to bet he nicknamed himself Outlaw and Pitbull? I could bet you my bottom dollar he did. Okay. My family and friends mean the world to me. I would gladly risk my own life to protect theirs. Life is too damn short to be wasted on unhappy times. I'm drug-free but high on life. Yeah, right. I would rather be temporarily wounded by the truth than to be permanently scarred by a lie. James Chadwell. Who'd you steal that saying from, you weirdo? Let's see. Kokomo, Indiana, visited December 11, 2016. Logansport, Indiana, visited April 6, 2021. Kokomo, Indiana, April 6, 2021. Krabby's Dockside, Clearwater, Florida, May 21st, 2020. Okay. I'm going to give y'all the link to his Facebook. I'm going to put it in the chat here, and y'all go through it. If y'all find anything interesting, send me some screenshots. Hey, Dorothy, I'm back. Oh, my God, I missed so much. That's all right, Dorothy. I was just kind of like scrolling through his Facebook and, seeing what I could find. I do have some screenshots, let me see, from a couple posts. I would do a complete background check on him. I don't think I have anything on my PayPal, but I can get Mark to send me a little bit on my PayPal, and maybe I can do a background search on him today. Okay. I think this is just one of the posts that I already read, but this stuck out to Never Lose Hope. She sent it to me. Okay, April 15th. So, I've had this schoolboy crush on this girl since the car wash and train trestle. Talks about train tracks. What's a train trestle, y'all? Is that train tracks? I'm not what she deserves, but I'm trying to be something. Even if she never talks to me again, at least I'll know I was part. Baby, please don't make me keep searching for you when I know exactly where you are. You will always be my dream girl. Can we just skip all the formalities? You freaking weirdo. Nobody wants to date you, you fucking freak. Excuse my language. I really start cussing. The meanness comes out in me when I talk about these weirdos. I've dealt with his kind before. Okay. Here's what some lady commented. Nobody wants a child molester who abuses innocent kids. And then someone says, yeah, you molest children, and sadly it seems none of your family is surprised. They should put you down like, I can't see the rest of it, probably like the dog that you are or something. Or I don't know. It's sick. Everybody knows. He seems awful caring for a child molester and a child murderer, doesn't he? Yeah, he told on himself. Hey, Kelly. How are you? Hey, Vicky. From what I understand, he is fascinated with bridges. There was some pictures with him with train tracks in the background. Hey, one post I read about him, it said that he was homeless, living out in nature. He'll get a date in the prison shower room. Hey, he's a coward. He is a wannabe outlaw. Let me tell you something. Where I'm from, an outlaw's a good person. Where I'm from, they live off the land. They and stuff, and they protect women and children. That's what we call outlaw nation here. He'll have judgment finalized in prison. He's been cuffed and stuffed, although they need to book and cook that son of a bitch. Like I said, I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire. He ain't worth air in a jug. All pedophiles should just be took out of this world because we all know there is no rehabilitation for them. It doesn't matter what the experts say. The experts are not always right. All these cases, most of them, about 95% that we read about where a child's been molested, or raped, they have a criminal history. They have a history of doing it. They're a convicted sex offender and they've been released. It's almost always like that. Almost always. Now, this guy's, I don't really know how old he is. Let's go to the Crime Online article. But this is not the first time. But part of me, I'm going to be honest with y'all, part of me thinks he's an amateur. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it was just so freaking dumb to abduct a child from your own neighborhood. And to tell the cops the kid had been by your house. It sounds like almost like an amateur to me. Okay, let me get this Crime Online article because I believe it had a little bit more info. I should have just had this as my topic and not had any more because I've got to get to that Amber Geiger case in just a minute. Let's see, let me screen share here. I like to read different articles because, some articles have more information than others. Indiana man allegedly tries to rape, murder 9-year-old girl. Okay. Lafayette authorities received a report about a missing child on April 19th near Park Avenue. The child's parents called for help after their 9-year-old had been missing around 30 minutes after 7 p.m. While questioned neighbors, several of them told officers that the child's next-door neighbor, James Bryan Chadwell II, said he saw the girl after she disappeared. When the officers arrived at Chadwell's house, he denied knowing the victim's whereabouts, but said she had been by his home earlier and left. Chadwell gave the officers permission to search his home. According to the Journal and Courier, authorities searched throughout the home, including the basement, which had a chain lock on the door. Officers got the door open and heard a child crying from the bottom of the basement stairs. A little girl locked up at the bottom of the stairs told the officers Chadwell tried to kill her. She reportedly had bruises all over her body, strangulation marks on her neck, dog bites on her legs. Okay. According to the documents, Chadwell lured the girl inside his home by offering to let her pet his dogs. During his hearing on Monday, Chadwell asked who he could speak to about a mental evaluation. God, he just keeps going, hey, buddy, save that crap. Hey, save that for somebody that cares. We don't want to hear that mental evaluation shit. Hey, there's a lot of us that's got mental problems. We don't think about hurting a kid or anybody else. Never crosses our mind, never done anything like that. Hey, save that shit for somebody that cares. And I'm frankly about sick of hearing this crap with these cases. Mental evaluation. Hey, there's a lot of people that's got mental illness. They don't go around molesting kids and raping them and killing them. Or killing anyone else. So I don't want to hear that crap. I've got PTSD and manic depression. And I wouldn't harm a hair on anyone's head, especially a child or my own child. Okay, so I didn't say how old this weirdo is. Does anybody know? Okay, so if you got any information about the Delphi homicide, you can call the tip line at 844-459-5786 or the Indiana State Police at 1-800-382-7537 or the Carroll County Sheriff's Department 765-564-2413. So let's see what weirdo Chadwell is charged with again. Child molesting, attempted child molesting, battery resulted in serious bodily injury, criminal confinement, strangulation. Prosecutors filed a sentencing enhancing charge of the suspect being a habitual offender, which could add up to 20 years to Chadwell's sentence if he is convicted. The son of a bitch is going to be convicted. I mean, they got the freaking smoking gun. The kid was in his house, locked in a freaking room. He's as good as freaking gone. He can save that mental crap for somebody that cares. We don't care. Oh, ugly piece of crap. He looks like he fell off the ugly tree and hit every damn branch coming down. Okay, so let's get to Amber Geiger. We're going to keep following this case, guys. We'll see what happens with him. I want to see what happens with these charges anyways, whether he's responsible for the Delphi murders or not. They should take all these weirdos to Pedo Island and leave them like an uninhabited island that doesn't have fresh water or a food source, and just leave them out there to fend for themselves, and they can, die of starvation and start, killing one another. That's what needs to happen to them. I'm a very sympathetic, empathetic person, but I have no sympathy when it comes to child abusers or sex predators, pedophiles. None. My heart is empty. I don't care. If I saw one dying on the side of the road, I'd keep walking. That's the way I feel about them. Weirdos like that ruined my childhood. Okay. So Amber Geiger, jailed cop who fatally shot Botham Jean in his own apartment, seeks to have her murder conviction tossed. Can y'all believe this crap? She only got 10 years. I believe she shot him on purpose. I believe she knew exactly. Like, I can get, like, walking into the wrong apartment. Like, I opened up the wrong car door at the grocery store one day. There was a car parked not far from mine, and it was identical. But as soon as I opened it up, I knew it wasn't mine. So I don't know how she didn't know. When she opened the door, it wasn't her apartment. Didn't she recognize it wasn't her damn things, her pictures or anything hanging around, decor? Come on, bullcrap. I think she had complained about him to the management of the apartment building anyways. Lawyers for the former Texas police officer who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for fatally shooting a man in his own apartment appeared in court Tuesday to appeal her murder conviction. Dallas police officer Amber Guyger was convicted of murder for fatally shooting her upstairs neighbor, Botham Jean, age 26, in his own apartment in September 2018. Geiger claims she fatally shot Jean in his apartment after mistaking his unit for hers. According to the Dallas Morning News, Geiger argued she should have been convicted of criminally negligent homicide, a charge which has a maximum sentence of 2 years. Her attorneys argued that the off-duty officer believed she was acting in self-defense when she fatally shot Jean. So what did this weirdo do? Just open up the door and saw a man and just shot? Didn't say nothing? I mean, come on. I just don't believe that she opened up that apartment door and didn't know she wasn't in her own damn apartment. He was on a different damn floor. He was her upstairs neighbor. Come on, she would have noticed, hey, this is not my decor. The jury who convicted Geiger of murder in October 2019 determined Texas castle doctrine or stand your ground law did not apply to this case. In fact, a juror asked the court during deliberations what would have happened if Botham would have shot her for coming into his home. Would he have been able to use the castle doctrine? Good question, probably not. District Attorney John, I can't say that name, just the district attorney, said Geiger's murder conviction is appropriate and that the former officer is trying to appeal a verdict she did not want, according to the Dallas Morning News. Hey, lady, 10 years is nothing. You could do that standing on your freaking head. This man is gone from this earth forever. Stupid ass. On Tuesday, Jean's family also spoke out against Geiger's pending appeal through their attorney, Ben Crump. We vehemently oppose Amber Geiger's appeal in her attempt to get a reduced sentence. They said in a statement obtained by Crime Online. When Amber Guyger was sentenced, our family finally found a measure of justice and peace. Her actions were clearly criminal. She saw a black man and shot without reason and without justification, murdering him in his own home. The jury delivered a thoughtful and just verdict that should not be overturned. I totally agree with that. I never did buy that woman's story. Because I read, she had complained about him and stuff. She knew him. I think she had it planned. The weirdo. I bet she's a real bitch in real life. Even before this happened, you can tell. She just got that bitch face on her. She probably gets up every morning like somebody peed in her damn cornflakes or something, if truth's known. Okay. Yeah, let me look at my chat. I don't understand her theory. So she doesn't want to take responsibility for illegally entering someone else's apartment in commission of a felony? Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. I mean, 10 years, that is a long time. But hey, she can do that standing on her head compared, to Bottingham being gone forever. He's gone forever. His family can never talk to him again, see him, hug him. He was killed in his own home watching freaking TV, not bothering anybody. And here comes this weirdo bitch in and just opens the door and shoots him. I don't care what nobody says. I will never, ever be convinced that she didn't know she was in the wrong apartment. She was on the wrong damn floor. He was upstairs. She was downstairs. Explain that. I just don't buy it. She just wants to do 2 years and he's gone forever. She does not care about the family and she does not care about killing Bottingham Jean. What she cares about is her own self, her own little ass. That's what she cares about. She don't want to be in prison. She really don't think she done anything wrong. Really, she don't. She's a narcissist psycho. She had it out for that guy. She complained about his music being loud or something. She made me sick with the, I'm going to lose my job instead of, I just shot someone. Yes, on the 911 call. I forgot about that cement shoes. Yeah, she did. She's like, I'm going to lose my job. If she doesn't know what floor she's on, she doesn't have the mental capacity to be a cop. I am forgetful as all get out. I have to pay attention, especially if I got something on my mind and I'm in deep thought. But I know what I'm freaking doing and where I am. I'm going to know if I open the wrong damn apartment door. I've lived in apartments, I know. They got freaking numbers on them, most of them. You just know your own apartment as soon as you open the door. You just know. You know your own home. Yeah, only 26 years old. Hi, Hibiscus. She is sick. She knew what she was doing. Throw the book at her. Yeah. She was cuffed, stuffed, booked, and cooked, and now she wants out. She wants out of the oven, y'all. She don't want to be cooked. Tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk's still good. How about that? I've been feisty lately, y'all. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of reading about these pieces of crap. They all got freaking excuses. I shouldn't be cussing, calling them bitches, but hey, that's what they are. Dumb bitch. I'm going to say it again. Okay, excuse me. Torso killer pleads guilty to raping, killing 2 young teens inside hotel room. I need to read up about this man. A New Jersey murderer, better known as the torso killer, has pleaded guilty to killing 2 victims. The Associated Press reports that Richard Cottingham, 74, admitted in court Tuesday that he murdered Mary Ann Pryor, 17, and Lorraine Marie Kelly, 16, Both girls were killed August 1974 after Cottingham kidnapped, raped, and drowned them in a hotel bathtub. Cottingham sat in a wheelchair at the Bergen County Courthouse office with his lawyers by his side. He's relieved that this cloud that's been hanging over his head for many, many years is now removed, Cottingham's defense attorney John Bruno said. Cottingham was already serving a 200-year sentence for killing 6 people in New York and New Jersey between 1967 and 1980. Hey, I was born in 1980. Yesterday on the porch, I said I was 42 years old. I'm not, guys. I'm 41. Damn, I was making myself older. In 2020, Bergen County Prosecutor's Office officials told the New York Post that Cottingham murdered an additional 3 victims: Irene Blaise, 18, Denise Valasaka, 15, Jacqueline Hart, 13, between 1968 and 1969. Cottingham has been in prison since 1981, after a year after he was arrested in the Hasbrook Heights motel room with a would-be victim whose screams alerted staff. While Cottingham was convicted for 6 murders, New Jersey Advanced Media reports that he boasted about committing 85 to 100 slayings. Cottingham received the name Torso Killer for desecrating his victims' bodies by severing their limbs, heads, and breasts. In 2010, a Bergen County court convicted Cottingham for the 1967 slaying of Nancy Vogel, 29. Vogel was found strangled naked and bound in her car parked in Ridgefield Park. Cottingham was also found guilty of killing Jacqueline Hart, age 13, in 1968. The teen was walking home from band practice and had rebuffed Cottingham's demands to get in his car when he dragged her into some bushes and strangled her. In 1969, Cottingham met Irene Blaise, 18, while shopping and convinced her to have a drink with him. After the drink, he told Irene he would take her to the bus station. Irene was found strangled in a shallow body of water 4 days later. A decade later, New York City firefighters were responding to a motel blaze when they found Dia Goodarzy's decapitated body on the bed. I didn't pronounce that right. Cottingham tortured and killed, I'm just going to call her D, age 22, before severing her hands and lighting her torso on fire. Jesus. Cottingham is suspected to have lit a second woman's torso on fire. The still unidentified victim was found next to D's body on the same bed. Cottingham was said to have fled the scene with the victim's heads and hands. In 1980, Valerie Ann Street was found dead at the same motel Cottingham was believed to have dumped a woman's body 2.5 years earlier. Cottingham had stuffed her body under a bed for staff to find. Author and historian Peter Voronsky told NJ Advanced Media. Prior to his incarceration, Cottingham was married and working as a computer programmer in New York City. He is expected to receive 2 additional concurrent life sentences for the 1974 murders. Some of those names I couldn't pronounce. There he is in his wheelchair. Oh, he's all elderly and feeble now. You like to wonder how he'd like for somebody to prey on him and him vulnerable. Piece of crap. Weirdo. So he's been in prison since I've been a year old. Since I was a year old. I'm 41. I still can't believe yesterday on the porch I said I was 42. Like, what the hell am I thinking? Smoke too much. Got to put that wacky backy down. Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, I guess that wraps up our true crime stream for this morning. We've been on here about an hour. Was there anything else I was going to tell y'all? Amber Geiger, torso killer. Of course, we done that weirdo Chadwell. I think that's it. There are some sick people out there. It's scary. My son tells me I'm too paranoid with locking all my windows and doors. I don't think you can be safe enough. I trust no one. Hey, you just ignore your son. My son's like the same way and be like, you're young and dumb, honey. You don't know yet. Hey, lock your doors. We had something happened here. You know, I live up in a holler. Everybody lives up in a holler in the Appalachian Mountains. Um, anyways, this guy come to a girl I went to school with's door. Her parents were going to church. It was raining. It was dark. He said his car broke down and wanted to use her phone, and he attacked her. I can't remember exactly what happened, if he raped her or tried to rape her, but she eventually got away from him. I know he was trying to freaking kill her. I know that. You just don't never know. See, she lived in a part of the mountain where people could come over easy from the Kentucky side in like 5 minutes. So it was probably, she didn't know the person. And I don't think they ever found out who did that. And actually, something else that happened, my niece's mom was raped in her apartment. She lived in low-income apartments. She come home from work one night and see, like, if you're a working single mom and you draw like a TANF check from the government, which is like child support, you can work through this program where you work, they'll give you a child support check, they'll pay for your a taxi to take you back and forth to work. She came home from working from KFC. The taxi driver let her stop, pick up her girls, her 2 little girls. Anyway, she gets home. She takes the girls inside. She puts them to bed. This is a small apartment. She's walking back through the hallway, and a man comes out of her freaking closet. Her little closet where you hang up coats. And he told her by name. He called her by name and said, Robin, if you scream, I'm going to kill the girls. And he called them by name. She didn't resist. She just let him do whatever, and he still broke her jaw and everything. And still, to this day, they do not know who raped her. She was put in ICU. You know, they investigated the taxi driver because he was the one that always gave her a ride back and forth to work. It wasn't him. There was somebody already in that apartment waiting on her when she came through. Hey, Dog Mama. Oh, I love that name. You're going to fit in good with us because we love dogs here, girl. Oh, my goodness. But anyways, back, take care, and have a good day so far. Yeah, have a good day so far. Message me. I'm going to get off here, too. I'm going to get some things done around the house and get out in the sun for a little bit. And we'll have let's see, what is today? Wednesday? Oh, I got to have a channel members live stream this evening. So only the channel members will be able to chat. I got to do something special for them every now and then. That'll probably be around 7 or 7:30. We may actually wait till dark to do it so I can try out my new ring light. But anyways, I'll make a post about an hour before I go live, and I'll put it in Discord too. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Thanks for chatting with me. Thanks for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. I'll see y'all this evening, Lord willing.